Alright, I am streaming now. Let's see. We have Steven, that's confirmed. Coob is in here. 2006. Little French boy still needs to add me so I can actually invite him.
Is it cool if I take like a 10-minute shower real quick?
A 10-minute shower.
I mean, that's gonna cost you qualifying, but
No. What? I'm a tier 1 driver. I couldn't even drive if I wanted to tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Trust me, I tried to ask Chris if he'd let me in on a few, but he wouldn't.
Yeah. Low key, I was just gonna want to play a set of course set. Low key, while I hear commentating, so I'm like, alright.
Dude, I got the foot-long sub, so I was finna like take a little 5 because I just gotta peel off my second skin and moisturize my tattoo real quick. But I'll be right back.
Is Dapper in here? No, Dapper's not in here. Where the heck is he? Fire and Ice, he's in here. Red, they're in here. Kyler, where the heck is Kyler? Kyle. One Soap is in here. Loba User is not here. Poke is not here. Phase is not here. Mateo is here. High Power is here. Okay.
I'm not there, not.
We're missing.
Hey, isn't this the final race of the season for Tier 2?
The final race, and it's a double points.
Oh, it would make things more interesting. Alright.
Yeah, because the closest rival in the championship just straight up left the server.
Actually, brother.
Yeah, they left because apparently the tier 0 times didn't work with them, and he just got a little pissy and left. Okay, let me ping the people that aren't here currently. Trying to figure out where they are.
Yeah, so basically Septic left.
Dapper, Kyle,
Septic should be in there.
yeah, Septic's already in. Poke. And then let's get little French boy to join Red Bull for this race. Son.
Just an FYI, Sqert, if Sqert joins in, there's gonna be still a fight for the championship.
Yep.
Wait, yeah. If I'm not wrong.
I mean, I never disqualified him.
Actually, it's a three-way fight. Right now, it's a three-way fight.
Right now, it's a four-way fight for both drivers and constructors. Yeah, because of double points.
Oh yeah, I forgot about double points.
Okay, Hamish.
So basically, the one that wins 25 points, it's double, so it'd be 50. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It'll be times 2, okay.
Whew.
So yeah, it's a 4-way fight between the championship.
Yep, it's a 4-way fight between Septic, technically Sqert if he, I don't know, randomly decides he's gonna be back,
and
Red and PHX Erick, but
yeah,
Erick isn't here currently. And then for the constructors, it is Kick Sauber, Ferrari, McLaren, and Aston Martin.
Aston. Yeah. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely interesting. And oh man, I need a I'm gonna have to just power through it, man. I need a pee, but you know this.
Oh, you got time right now, like.
Well, it's 7:04. I usually do the intro and all that at 7:05, so.
That's fine. You can be a couple of minutes late. All right.
The last time was a couple minutes late. Everything went down the drain.
Oh my gosh.
Like, am I wrong?
Hey, I'm wrong though. Been too busy getting my rating for Assetto Corsa up.
Okay, it is 7:05. I'm gonna give it a little bit more just so everyone can come hop on in to the stream, all the tier 2 drivers, so they can check out the intro.
Oh, the metro, I'm guessing.
Yep, I made a brand new intro just for this finale because because there since it's an actual championship battle, like woo. I was hoping I would be able to make one for tier 1, but you know,
tier 1, but nah, somebody won the championship already.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Howdy, Hamish. I see you in the chat. Oh, dang. 209 followers. If we get one more, we're at 210. Alright, can we have a mass unfollowing? I'm just kidding. On my own
Maybe,
stream.
if you say so.
If you say so. Oh, man.
Nah.
Alright.
I'll do that.
Actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then once I get back, then yeah, I'll do the intro. Because I don't want to be like doing the little potty dance in the middle of the race. So
yeah, sure.
So do your thing.
I've been trying to yeah. These couple of days, I've been like trying to grind my rank up for Assetto Corsa competition. So I barely have it on reading number 50. I need to get it to like I want to get it as high as I can right now for racecraft. Or not racecraft, safety. My safety rating. Halfway there. Yeah.
You know, when I said entertain the stream while I go pee, I meant entertain the stream while I go pee, not go quiet.
No, I was trying to get a setup going for this track. Excuse me. Because I'm doing a 10-minute race. It's not even that much. It's like less than 10 minutes for a race. Oh, it's at a Corsa, so.
And then, of course, we gotta get
Something
someone
lobbies.
saying this in the Twitch stream.
Oh my goodness.
Freaking.
No,
Would
that
you
is
rather pickle a pepper or chuck wood? Jeez. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here is the special intro for the season finale of Tier 2 Season 3. Hope you enjoy.
Orvidi gal aan wirjal sing Ni vith neb an eindrechi Valchadi ni trochi Raid of line ranun Meonagui Bodain Vigoduni
Mercedes is getting alongside, but the Aston Martin around the outside, making it 3 wide as he goes on the grass, overtaking both cars. Or move around the outside of the Alpine. Does he get it done? Yes, he does. On a move. Oh, Limix in the Ferrari, going for a late move down the inside. And they're going wheel to wheel through a section that you never see wheel to wheel. They're still going wheel to wheel.
Ga flundi heni orvidi gal aan wirjal sin Pride of line ranun Meonagui Bodail Vigoduni
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fantastic run of events here in the Average American F1 League. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it right. It is a 4-way fight for the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Season finale and double points here at the finale, ladies and gentlemen. Septic, Sqert, Red, and PHX Erick all in the fight for the drivers. Sauber, Ferrari, McLaren, and Aston Martin for the constructors here in the beautiful, gorgeous street circuit of Azerbaijan, Baku. It is going to be an incredible season finale here, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2, Season 3, and not only that, we also got a little new intro song for this little graphic shows. But that is not what we care about. What we care about is that track graphics. Let's bring it up right now, ladies and gentlemen. 3 sectors, as always. One of the most tightly tracks around here. 26 laps, 6 kilometers per lap around this gorgeous track, ladies and gentlemen. 2 DRS zones and a top speed of 366.1 kilometers per hour. 20 corners around this gorgeous, amazing, historic track, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be fantastic racing. I'm your usual co-host, Chris, and I'm joined here alongside my co-host of CTX Vincent, well, the two-time world champion of Vincent, and also, well, LC Zen. But Zen's not here currently. He's currently taking a shower. But yes, let's get this awesome train going, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! So, Vincent, no longer being the only two-time world champion in the league, and with the possibility of a second two-time world champion being crowned tonight with Septic, what are your thoughts for tonight's events?
Honestly, let's just keep things simple and be like, you know what? Congrats to them. You know, I gotta show my supportness to them. You know, like I'm not trying to be a dickhead here. You know, it's fine. If I could share the two-time world champion to 2 more people, that's fine by me. You know what? I gotta work harder to be a 3-time world champion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all 3 of you are going over to Tier 0, fighting for that chance to be the first 3-time world champion here in the Average American F1 League. So, enough of that, enough of talking. Let's get it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2, if you're watching the stream, ready up! We are taking on Azerbaijan and taking the track by storm, ladies and gentlemen. And then I can finally swap my monitor over to the correct screen. So far, what is your predictions here?
I can't really give you a prediction. All I'm just gonna say is, let's see what these drivers can do.
All right, and a lot of these drivers are going to be a little more skittish, as the stewards have said, since it is a championship deciding round, that everything is going to be a lot more strict going into the stewards room. So if you have any contact or anything that, even if someone sneezes at you wrong, then clip it and send it into the stewards room. This is going to be insane. So, what do you think is the right strategy to do here?
Well, from my experience racing this track, it is definitely most likely the safest option if you go for a 2-stopper here. But if you want to go a little strategic and a little bit more aggressive, I think a 1-stop would be an optional here. Just because a 1-stop is optional. A 1-stop is possible.
That is very true.
Depending if you can save your tires.
Yeah, a good amount of time.
Depending if you can save your tires.
Is the best strategy here, but yet again, in real life and within the league, there is a 100% likelihood of a safety car appearing here. So there is a chance that even if you go for the 1-stop, that you could have to pit again just because of that safety car window opening up.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember, since there is no qualifying here, they are given a formation lap so they can learn the track, learn all the braking points throughout this amazing track for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, do you also remember that there is no custom setups allowed here in Tier 2. So every driver here is having to use the presets. The question is, which preset do you gamble on? Do you go with increased top speed or maximum top speed? What do you think, Vincent?
Well, I mean, like, it's really hard to pick from one of those two, because you got corners that are just absolutely gonna kill you, and you got straights that are absolutely gonna be fabulous if you choose the right setup. So honestly, it's in between. You know, you cannot really decide on which setup it would be. But for me, I'd probably choose the increased one.
Increased. top speed.
Yeah, increase top speed.
All
I
right.
want to go max because, you know, you need those turns. Those turns are gonna kill you if you go with the max. So honestly, I think increase would be the best option.
Yet again, they could go with the maximum top speed, go into the pits, and just increase the front angle a little bit, just so they can have a little something.
Yeah, I have not raced. I have not touched F1 in like about more than 3 weeks, so I'm gonna have to get going.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I really have to get going.
there are 3 drivers on the medium tires, surprisingly. Typically, what I've seen here at this track is the mediums are not the best tires here. Sure, you might get a little bit more longevity, but they just wear out too quickly here. And there is one driver that isn't on the hards. That is Nimitz in the Ferrari, who is on the soft tires. That might be the best gamble here.
Still got one driver with softs, which is gonna be interesting.
They're definitely going to be able to make up some places off of the start. They're starting P9, so there is a possibility.
Septic is gonna be the last person to warm up.
Yep, doing some burnouts there in the back. Someone already pointing their car very aggressively all the way in the back. It is the McLaren of red. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tires warm but cooling quickly. Engines roaring. And they're off. Tires go screaming towards turn 1. Who will come out on top? The 2 Red Bulls, both reserve drivers, starting at the front of the grid as little French boy loses the lead as Hamish is able to move. Oh my gosh! What just happened back there to the Haas? The Haas was riding the wall for a moment there. As
Yeah,
Nimitz
he was. I did see that.
As Nimitz in the Ferrari is down to P11. But he is moving back up. Ooh. He has the Season 1 world champion of Septic right behind him. Septic looking to go, trying to set up for a move here. Let's see what the Season 1 champion can do. As it currently stands, it looks like, oh! Complete
big
traffic
contact, big
jam!
contact.
What
Yeah, that's
happened?
big jam right there. It looks like Septic is missing a plate now. That's gonna be crucial for his movement around the track now.
And
As he is gonna be on a battle here for Nimitz in the Ferrari, as there is going on a 5-way fight going on in the back from at least P8 to P11.
And then the McLaren of Fire and Ice, for some reason, is not letting his championship
Septic on the move.
fighting teammate of Red go in front of
Oh, this
him.
might be horrible for. Oh, this might be horrible for Septic. That damage is not ideal. He's having trouble in that straight. Definitely in those last two corners there.
And ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, no safety car as one of the Haas of Lobo user goes into the pits. So does the McLaren of Fire and Ice.
I think it's high power in the move here on the backside. 11 P10. He's gonna go P10 now and overtake 2006 Honda Civic.
High power taking in the reserve seat for that Ferrari to try and get Ferrari a second world championship here in the Average American F1 League, winning the constructors during the first season of Tier 2. Can they get a double whammy this season, winning the constructors in Tier 1 this season, and could they get the constructors again here in Tier 2?
Well, right now, as things stand, right now, Aston Martin is gonna be taking over the constructors for sure if they could stay that position. But I don't think so because you got Red in that P5 and the 2 kick salvers on P6 and 7.
And something happened to Nimitz in the Ferrari, as Septic was able to sort of abuse that ghosting mechanic to get ahead of Nimitz. And now Septic has his teammate of One Soap right ahead of him. He is definitely not going to do anything to compromise. Matter of fact, it looks like he's moving off to the side to let Septic through so One Soap can defend against Nimitz in the Ferrari behind.
Yeah, it's a good strategy for the Kickstalbers there. So he could catch up to his other rival, Red, in the McLaren.
Yep, Red, not that far away. Matter of fact, he has a damaged front wing. Not greatly
Yeah, I think
damaged.
he has the same. He has the same. No, yeah, he has a different one. Yeah, it looks like Septic is on the left. The left plate is gone, and for Red, his right plate is gone.
That is terrible for Red, as this is a counterclockwise circuit, so you need as much downforce to the right of your front wing than you do on your left.
Yeah, he's having trouble. Yeah, exactly that corner. He's had trouble now.
At least he will have enough downforce for the castle section. Only problem though is he is blasting his battery, as Septic is over double his battery life right behind him.
Yeah, and it's also another important thing for that energy to be saved as much as you can here, especially on the straights here, because you could use them as much as you need, but you also have to save them during the race.
Here we go, riding on the rear wing of Red, as he is slowly being overtaken by Septic, but Septic slowing up just a little bit so he can get the aid of DRS at that detection point. But is it enough? They're going wheel to wheel right now, and Septic streams ahead at turn 1. But Red will have DRS on the second straight. But will it be enough? I'm not sure. He did get a little bit of wheel spin coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, especially when corners, the exit corner is really crucial if you don't get it right.
Oh! Contact happened in the rear. Koob and Nimitz. Something happened. I don't know what happened exactly, but that is detrimental for the Ferrari family.
And it looks like Koob does have damage on that right end plate, so he's going to be missing that for the entirety of the race unless he repairs it.
And Nimitz moves out of the way, so high power. What just happened?
Doesn't have any damage though, which is good for him.
Ferrari is just, I'm sorry to say, but it's just shambles of what they used to be.
Yeah, it looks like the Ferrari team, or the people commentating, or not commentating, the people giving them orders is giving them the I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I have no clue what I'm saying.
And Red in the McLaren needs to go and try to catch up to Septic if he wants to win the championship. If he just finishes, if he wins the race and Septic comes in second, it doesn't matter. Red will gain just enough points to win the championship. Or, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm checking, Ren. Give me a second. Honestly, he needs to gain 22 points. So honestly, if he just wins it, and if
he needs to win the race.
He needs to win the race. If he wins the championship, he needs to win.
Red needs to win the race, and he needs Septic to finish off of the podium.
Well, no, because oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Ooh! Red losing the
not-
rears.
Yeah, those rears are absolutely just cooking. I don't know if his rears are good.
He is one of the few drivers on the medium tires. Again, as I said before, the mediums here are just not the greatest tires.
Yeah, surprisingly, Red Bull are dominating 1-2 here, while with both drivers on different strategies, one on mediums and one on hard.
Yep.
While both of the Aston Martins are definitely on the harder strategy.
Now, if only the Red Bulls were actually in contention for the championship, this would be interesting, but unfortunately, not.
No, honestly, if
Red goes into
I'm not
the
gonna lie to
pits.
you. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Red Bull stays 1-2, they'll be jumping up all the way to second. From where they are, which are 6th.
Red now coming
Sick.
out of the pits on brand new hard tires and a brand new front wing. Let's see
Hey, Red
if
is
he's
in the
able
nice strategy
to
here.
do something.
Might
As
be going for two
Nimitz is going into the pits as well, with trying to get a new front wing as well. The Ferrari driver.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. You once you get damage on this track, you are absolutely either gonna be going into the wall or losing time.
Unless you are this man right here, the championship leader with a damaged end plate still, but he's catching the Aston Martins. He's within DRS range of Steven.
Yeah, he has no battery at all. His teammate, in 3rd place is actually having a lot more battery than his teammate behind.
And Steven just lets Septic on through. As if he completely forgot that the team is in the fight for the constructors.
Yeah, battery usage is important here in this race. So you have to be very mindful of that.
Someone currently that is doing a pretty good job at managing their battery is Matteo in the other Aston Martin just ahead. But is he managing it enough to combat Septic?
Who knows?
Let's see, the current gap between Septic and Matteo is 1.6 seconds. We will see what that gap is by the time they reach the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Already gaining 4 tenths, 5 tenths in the castle section alone. Septic is on a mission, but as it stands, he doesn't even need to finish. He doesn't even need to finish the race. His closest rival of Red in the McLaren all the way down in P10 isn't going to be scoring enough points to overtake him.
He's got like less than like 20 something laps, so there's still a lot of changes that could happen. Especially if there could be a safety car coming in. You just never know.
That is true. Septic closing in on the Argentine driver will most likely be able to get a move onto the second DRS straight.
That little French boy has pitted for the hard tires. He was on those mediums for about almost 8 laps here. So I'm thinking he is probably going to want to do a one-stop strategy here to the end. So we'll see on how those tires are going to manage that. Septic is on the hunt for that first place. He's already like 3 points, 3 seconds already closing in onto the leader.
That is true. our previous race leader was Little French Boy, but now he is starting behind Septic on brand new tires. But the question is, will he be able to stretch those tires all the way to the end, or will he need to pit one more time? Septic using Mateo as a tow to try to get closer to P1.
Yeah, both drivers, Mateo and Septic, on equal energy, on equal battery. Except it looks like they're both using it at the same time and they're both wasting it.
The question is, did Mateo start using his battery a little too early? We will see. Here comes Septic
Help him.
around the outside. Oh my goodness, he manages to stick it.
Oh, you going in there?
Septic embodies the great Aussie driver of Daniel Ricciardo. He licked the stamp and sent it around the outside to claim P2.
Yeah, but he still has to worry about the back. And it looks like a spin here from Civic as he spun on the second straight here.
Yep, the upcoming
He's gonna
Haas
continue on.
driver of 2006 Honda Civic spinning out of turn 2 and now has high power in the Ferrari right behind. As we go back to the front of the grid, Septic is still hunting down race leader Hamish in the Red Bull.
Yeah, he's like, Septic is either losing time or he's just staying there the same. Because it looks like from each and every corner, it's 1.4 seconds, maybe gradually more, 1.5 now.
Yep.
So I think Septic's tires are starting to fade away.
Looking at the data, P1 to P4 are all on the same hard tires from the start of the race. As Little French Boy is able to overtake Steven. No, Steven goes into the pits.
Now, the French boy is fastest overall now with the fastest lap here, and is drastically catching up to Mateo now. It looks like it's just Stevens has been now pitted for the mediums now. Possibly a 2-stop here.
That is most definitely going to be a 2-stop. Going 9 laps on the hards and then pitting onto the mediums. I don't believe those mediums under that driving style will last.
Yeah, it looks like Septic has gained a lot of time now. It's 0.8 seconds now to the leader.
As we have
The yellow
another
flag has come
yellow
up.
flag as
It's Honda
Civic spins
Lewis
again.
is front.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just within half a second between these two drivers, Hamish and Septic. Let's see if the one-time world champion and soon to be two-time world champion, if nothing goes wrong, is able to do. They're going down the home straight. Septic DRS wide open as Hamish dives into the pits. So does.
I think his teammate helped him out a lot here. Because now, look who's in the back of Septic. It is his French boy. It's Little French boy now 2.6 seconds behind Septic. So I think Red Bull have played the ultimate strategy here.
Yep, and Septic did go a little wide out of turn 2 and scraped along the wall.
He's
As
disqualified. His teammate has been disqualified.
Hamish in the Red Bull has been disqualified for crossing the white line out of pit exit. And does that bring out the safety car?
Don't think so. I think
No.
it might be VSC.
Not even a VSC. If that was a safety car in any sense, VSC or full course, that would have played perfectly into the hands of Septic.
Yeah, but it looks like Little French Boy is closing up and closing into Septic. He's now 1.2 now into the leader. And maybe drastically already into DRS contention here.
This is
And
going
it's
to
played
be
well. But it
interesting.
looks like he's wasting all his battery on his corners, which he shouldn't have done. Not gonna have any ERS, but his DRS is gonna save him a little bit of energy here. He's gonna play it. He's gonna play it. And he gets faster still. He still gets faster.
Yep. Ooh, and
Oh, Septic.
Septic having a snap of the rears coming out of turn 1. As it currently stands, it doesn't seem like Septic will be able to win the race, but as it stands, he will be winning the championship.
Well, now, all it has to do is just keep that car safe and out of walls.
All he
In order
needs
for him to
do
win the
is just
championship.
finish ahead of Red, as the other two championship rivals aren't here.
That is true.
And with Ferrari down in P7 and P8, it doesn't look like anyone's going to be contending for the constructors.
Oh, he's hit the wall. Septic has hit the wall, but no damage has currently been seen. And
As
now we
high
got-
power, did he
High
go
power?
into the barriers? It looks like it. He's missing
he
an
did.
end plate. As we head over to the
Oh.
final position of the podium, it seems to be an inter-team battle. Reserve driver versus full-time driver.
Yeah, and Septic has pitted now, so now he's gonna be behind both Aston Martins. If they can hold on, which they probably will.
I think Septic might be able to get it. He doesn't change his front wing neither. And Septic does it!
Yeah, but it looks like Mateo has warmer tires than Septic. They're gonna be a little faster than him.
That is true, but yet again, they did pit a lot sooner than Septic did in that kick salver. So there is a possibility that they're, well, not a possibility, it's for certain that their tires will not be able to last all the way to the end.
There's no way.
Matter of fact, I don't even think Septic's tires might last all the way to the end. It might be a two-stop
Yeah.
for the champion.
Yeah, French Boy is absolutely doing what is necessary here for that one stop to happen. Honestly, he's already at 5 lap. I bet you right now he is still probably in between the 10s and 13%.
Yellow flag momentarily involving Steven in the Aston Martin. Not sure what happened. As our other commentator finally decides to get out of the shower and join in his full stark nudity in the commentator's booth.
God damn it.
It wouldn't be the first time.
That wouldn't be the first.
God damn it.
Sadly.
One, but slightly bigger. This
Alrighty.
That was interesting to hear in the background.
wasn't it? It's one of those guys that just chats on video non-stop just to get the views.
A disastrous day for the Scuderia. Both
They were
cars,
contending for 6 and 7.
Yep. High power P7 as Nimitz dropped down to P11 outside of the points with a whole
Low
10-second gap.
I won't lie to you. I have a feeling Red could overtake Septic because I'm thinking right now Red is in the hard time. He is almost on the same track as the little French boy when it comes to tires. He is just 2 laps older now.
That is true. Red did start on the mediums and is on the hards now. But the question is, when did he pit onto those hards? He pitted on lap 5.
5, yeah. Beginning of lap 6.
Red's burning late on those hards. They're about to give any lap now.
At this point, I think a lot of these drivers are just going to be hoping for some kind of miracle safety car to come out.
Septic's doing the best as far as tires go right now. Once Hope stands to gain a few positions. Because Red's going to have to pit, and Once Hope's going to gain off of that. Well, French boy sitting on 7 laps is also going to have to pit, putting Septic back in the lead. Means Mateo is going to be fighting with him. Although Septic has the better tires, so he's going to have the edge on that battle. Red going into his 9th lap on those hards.
So far in this race, we've been seeing people pitting on the 9th lap of their hard tires, so there is a possibility we see Red come into the pits at the end of this lap. And if he does, he will lose a position to Once Hope, but still come out ahead of the Ferrari of high power.
I don't think he's gonna pit just yet. His tires seem to be fine. Like I'm seeing from the cameras, his tires seem still to be in good shape.
I'm seeing him spin, sliding around those rears.
He's controlling it well, but he's going to lose the pace to Once Up. He's already shaved off a second from 6th place. Yeah, he's not able to take it.
There's gonna be a point where Septic misses that corner on the last corner. He's gonna end up in the wall. He's gonna lose it. I'm calling it right now. There is possible chance Septic loses and doesn't hit the apex on one of the corners. He's gonna end up losing it, and he's out of the race. I'm calling it right.
If he does, Red will need to hold on to that P4 in order to secure the championship. Any lower than that, he will lose. If he finishes P5, we'll lose the championship by 2 points. So if Septic were to DNF or finish outside of the points, Red needs to be at P4 in order to secure it, winning the championship by 2 points instead of losing it by 2 points. Currently, our closest battle on track right now is High Power to Once Hope. Even then, it's by a pretty good sum. If Septic were to DNF, that would most likely bring out the safety car, and if that happens, that's going to throw the entire race on its head. We are in the final 10 laps of this race, ladies and gentlemen. So, at this point, anything is possible still. Question is, will Septic miss an apex at some point? As it's just Steven.
Hit to the hearts.
Yep, hits onto the hearts. So this would be even better for Red if something were to happen to Septic. He'll be able to pit onto brand new tires and be in either, depending on the situation with Septic, either in P3 or P4. That would be making it a little more believable that Red could win the championship still. But again, we're all focusing on that big what if.
Yeah, Little French Boy's tires seem to be still intact now. As we go into lap 18 of the race, we still got a couple of, like, big ifs for the people behind. But it's looking good. It is looking good. As yellow flags are in the air now, it looks like it is Cove in the Haas, spinning out in the sector 1, at the ending of sector 1.
As it currently stands, if Little French Boy hits, he will come out about roughly 3-4 seconds behind Septic in P2. But again, just, do you even go for it, even if your tires are worn out? And if you do, when do you pull that trigger? Because Septic, he's on those mediums for 5 laps now.
Almost 6 laps. Maybe.
And Red actually goes into the pits and might lose a position to One Soap, who's coming around turn 1 currently.
Called it.
Be on those new fresher tires, which means
It's gonna take about. It's gonna be until lap 2 or 3 until Red's able to hit any sort of hot lap though, and really push the pace on those hards.
That is true.
Special hard until the end now.
He is sitting on basically 0 battery currently.
Yeah, could be tough to warm those up.
And French is in. Oh, he hits the wall. Septic has hit the wall. Not sure those tires are questioning themselves now. He has hit the wall though.
We got a little bit of a fight here in 5th, 6th, and 7th finally.
Oh, looks like French Boy's coming out. And he stays in front. Little French Boy stays in front of Septic.
And
that was nasty.
Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Little French Boy has pretty much secured the race win.
Mateo has hit it now.
As it stands, Septic does have a large enough gap to do a pit stop and come out in front of Mateo. And at this
I
point, it
don't
doesn't
know.
even seem like a question of will you. It's just more of when do you.
Yeah. You might be coming in now. You're gonna come in, yep. And he is.
Now, if you were to somehow get a 10-second time penalty there, that would have been something interesting.
Oh,
as
that was really
fire
better.
and ice! And it's a full course safety car!
Oh, that breaks it just enough.
It's a full course safety car due to that.
6 laps from now.
And Septic actually gets a brand new front wing as well.
Red has to think of something. He has to put those another mediums if he has not used them. And he hasn't. But I think he's used all his tires now. Question is, he might be using the softs. Can he use the softs? No, he's staying out. Real question. Will the softs work now?
In
this
these
type
final,
of situation? Couple of laps.
essentially final 3 laps, yes, the softs would be the best tires. Everyone is.
And one hope are pitting now, possibly for top softs now, and it looks like it is. Drive-through penalty for Honda Civic for speeding under safety cars.
Once comes back out on mediums. And high power on the softs. As 2 drivers are given drive-through penalties now. But the question now is, does little French boy decide to pit onto brand new softs?
It's a good strat, but I don't think he
stays
is.
out. He actually stays out. If Septic wants to, he could easily pit right now for softs and get the jump on little French boy at the restart. As French will be on cold, hard tires.
At the same time, if Septic does end up pitting for softs, he's gonna lose a position to Mateo. Thinking about it.
He doesn't pit.
He isn't.
That is honestly surprising. Okay, what the heck happened? How the heck did Mateo close a 10-second gap to 6 seconds? Under safety car.
That is absolutely crazy.
Did I just hear someone hit a wall?
Red flag, red flag.
How many races are left in this season? This is the season finale.
Last finale.
So this is the final race. Then we will be taking a 1-week break until next season. Season 4 of Tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. Man, this safety car is not going to come back in until lap 24. Everyone is still very spread out. We'll see you next season, Poke. As you will be driving for which team was it next season? Who was he?
Oh, me?
No, Poke.
Oh, Cope?
Poke.
I'm not too sure.
For Aston Martin.
Yeah.
What the heck happened to the Alpine. I just saw him park backwards on the apex of turn 1 for some reason. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. A back marker of a Honda Civic sitting in between the Red Bull and Kick Sauber.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
No, I kind of wish Septic did pit onto those softs, because then we could have had some. Oh, Honda Civic. What was that?
What has happened?
Not Honda Civic, a little French boy went wide to let both Septic and the Alpine through.
I think he's having a challenge. I think he wants a challenge.
Maybe he does have one more. He is one lap older tires than Septic.
Awesome.
And as it stands, this might be it. Just the top 3, including the back marker. Actually, no, the top 5, as everyone else is still spread out. Safety car will be coming in at the end of next lap due to the game's coding. Little French boy trying to make the final 3 laps interesting, but due to that back marker being in between himself and Septic, might not work out for him.
No, we'll see.
Because he will not be able to overtake the Alpine until the start-finish line. And if Septic times it right, he could create a massive gap between himself and the Alpine. The Alpine that is also on hard tires. Cold hard tires by the time we get going again.
Yep. And there's still people trying to catch up to the safety car. Still.
Yep. High Power trying all he can to catch up to Once Hope, so he can utilize every bit of performance in those soft tires. Matter of fact, trying to catch up right now is possibly damaging those tires already. And he locks up into turn 3.
Oh, that's not good for him. That is definitely not good. So far, right now, Aston Martin could win it. Gen Constructors here.
No.
Possibly. No? You don't think so?
But check real quick. The points gap between Aston Martin and Kick Sauber is 74 points.
Oh, that's yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna need a 1-2 finish, and for Kick Sauber to get no more than 12 points.
The guys in.
Safety car
There you
in
go.
this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Septic is able to do on this restart. Matter of fact, does he back up the grid even more to try to get his teammate into this battle as well? To try to give his teammate his first podium in his Formula 1 career.
We'll see. He has backed it up a lot more than he should have. And iPod in the mix as well. He has caught up. And French boy,
Little
no,
French
that's
boy.
not what you want to hear.
And there goes Septic in the Kick Sauber, creating that massive gap like I said he could.
Yeah.
And I
High powers. Same with little French boy.
Little
On
French
the hunt
boy
now,
will
1.2.
now need to try to create a 10-second gap. If he's able to catch up to Septic in the lead, needs to create a 10-second gap between himself and Septic. Oh! What the heck happened? A lag spike for some reason.
Little French
Ooh!
boy, so close.
Jeez. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized the entire grid is actually back here.
Yeah, it's gonna be close right now.
Little French boy, as it stands, might drop all the way down to P9.
Yeah, a 10-second penalty is gonna be crucial.
And the reserve hash of Loba user and the Alpine of Honda Civic both still need to serve the drive-through penalties, or they will be disqualified by the games. As Little French boy is not gaining on Septic, he is creating a gap between himself and Mateo, but isn't gaining onto Septic. Septic now in clean air and with a brand new front wing as well. Could be all set. Septic showing his pace already by claiming that fastest lap, as a Honda Civic is given a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pits. Both he and Loba user both going to the pits to serve their drive-through penalties. As it stands, if Septic does not miraculously DNF this race, will be a two-time world champion. But if he DNFs this race, we will be crowning yet another brand new world champion here in the Average American F1 League, with Red in the McLaren. Future Kick Sauber driver coming in to replace Septic in that seat. As Little French boy is still increasing that gap. As it stands, he will be finishing P8. Now he's going to be finishing P6 due to that 10-second, but there's still a lot of this race left to go, and he has 0 battery.
And we crossed the final and last lap. Septic here in P1, already 2 seconds of a second place.
Loba user, Little French boy trying all he can to increase that 10-second, increase that gap to 10 seconds, down to Mateo, already 7.4 seconds adrift. As it's just Steven has lost so much ground. Was sitting P4, P5, but now P7. As
Will Red get in the podium? That's the question here. Red is on Mateo, his rear now. He's closer and closer. Already 1 second now. Will Red be able to overtake Mateo in the last lap?
That is a very good question. Will he be able to get Mateo? Mateo has more battery than the McLaren driver. Matter of fact, it looks like the Argentine of Mateo is utilizing his battery a lot more effectively than Red, the American driver right behind him. And due to this little on-track skirmish, might create just enough of a gap for Little French boy to get P2. But it doesn't look like it as Septic wins the race and wins his second world championship. But will Red get a podium? Yes, he will!
Yes, he will. And no French boy stays fourth.
A fourth time this season has the American drive. Oh!
Whatever.
Oh, I think that's a penalty going towards Honda Civic there. What the heck? But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end result of the race. Septic, the American driver, after a disappointing run in Tier 1 last season, now gets to enjoy the full pleasures of every drop and ounce of that champagne, as he is a 2-time world champion here in the Average American F1 League.
I cannot wait for the DLC version. And then we have to wait another year for the Turkish Grand Prix. Because that's going to be added. Hopefully they add it to the 27 game. Hopefully. Because I can't wait to race the track.
Wow. Very minimal incidences, actually.
Nope. Next to no penalties this race.
I don't know. You weren't here for the race start.
Was it a fiasco?
Turn 2, let's just say there was someone wall riding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was it, Kyle Busch that did that in the NASCAR?
Well, not wall riding in the traditional sense.
Yeah. I mean, the open wheels aren't going to allow a true wall riding in a NASCAR stock sense, but a man can dream.
Well, when I say in the traditional sense, I mean, he had, let's just say he had all 4 tires on the barrier.
Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen that. Thousands of races, never once.
Well, I saw some people, I saw someone clipped it. Yeah, Dingus clipped it, so if you want, you can go to my chat. And
yeah, I'm gonna see that.
But in the meantime, let's go talk to our drivers in the race day chat.
Well, I am gonna go.
SepticDriftn. How do you feel about being a 2-time world champion here in the Average American?
Tonight. That's how he feels.
Let's go, Septic!
Awesome.
And not only that, you also got revenge for Season 1, barely losing out in the Constructors' Championship. And now here you are, double whammy, drivers and constructors.
I'm not gonna lie, the constructors feel so much better than the drivers.
Let's fucking go!
Man, I feel like I feel like as a real Ferrari fan, I feel like how I normally do on when we piss away the constructors. So
same old.
You know I'm about to cop a fat penalty for accidentally sticking my tip in people's butt today. Just Jesus, my brakes deciding to not work on like 3 different turns is awesome. Yeah.
I will say, when I pit to change my wing and go over to new mediums, that the safety car came out right when I hit the pit limiter.
Man, I got a bone to pick with EA Sports.
I agree.
Why
I agree with no
is
limit
it
to say
when I am fucking all the way in fucking Narnia across the track am I getting the safety car delta when I have to catch these motherfuckers. By the time I caught the safety car, my tires were at 30%. Because I have to push so hard just to catch the safety car, and then I gotta push. Oh, I gotta slow down. Oh, I gotta push.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta slow down again.
I
4
mean-
to 7 times I
I
had to
mean,
push
it-
and slow down
It
for
could
that
have been
fucking delta.
worse. It could have been
It was worse.
Loba user
it was-
wall riding out of turn 2.
Who was wall riding?
The
Loba?
reserve, yeah, the reserve hash driver of Loba user here.
So he tried to do the Lightning McQueen. Is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Got it.
Well, Loba,
you know-
how the heck did that happen? From your POV, how the heck did that happen?
I didn't even know what was going on. All of a sudden, I'm just I have 4 tires on the wall. Like I had zero clue.
Loba, I got a question though.
What?
Actually, I got a statement. I'm so
Okay.
sorry for sticking my tip in your butt. I'm sorry.
You're
I didn't mean
fine,
to.
man.
Like I'm still
You're fine.
streaming. maybe a different adjective.
You're on an ad. You're on an ad, Chris. It doesn't matter. You're on an ad.
But
Chris, don't you
Well,
worry.
you know, hold on. There's
didn't get
there's
what was
even
on
another.
earlier.
There's actually an actual crime. It's Seabry having fucking ads on his stream. All right.
Bro,
Why
he
is
had
it
ads
when I tried to
halfway
no,
through
hold
the
on, hold
fucking
on,
stream.
hold on. When I'm trying to turn into the fucking last 3 laps of the T1 race last week, and it goes into a goddamn ad break. That's a real crime. Who the
Damn.
No. You don't make there's no way you make enough money off of that 3-minute ad that took up the last 3 laps of the race last week.
Chris, do you even make money off of those ads?
yeah.
How
much?
much?
How much do you make off them
Tell
ads?
us. Tell
I
us
don't
right
know, I
now
haven't
on stream.
checked.
I don't care.
On stream, I don't care.
Check it
Check.
right now.
Check.
Right
Check.
now.
Check right now.
In
I
the
wanna
I
see
want
meantime-
to see. I want to see that pay stuff.
He
fucking
makes
ads,
about
and I'm trying to-
$100 per ad,
$100
Bullshit.
per ad.
from what
But-
I see.
Man,
Because
I make that
the
much-
fact
I
that
make that
I'm
much
trying to
up
tune in the
quarter.
fucking stream, the fact that I'm trying to tune in the stream, trying to make sure I'm hearing everything right, like with like call outs and shit, for real call outs and shit. There's ads every 2 minutes. Half the damn stream for me, half the damn race for me
Fucking
was fucking
Netanyahu's in
ads.
charge of the ads, dude. Netanyahu's in charge of the ads.
That's why he's
Anyways.
getting paid so well.
Anyways, Septic. That is twice now that the final race was a double points finale, and both times you have capitalized on it. So, is that just not to be like offensive, but is that the only way you can win the championship?
Damn.
Hmm.
You know, me personally, I'm not taking that. You know, me personally, that's a fadeable.
I feel
that's
like
a
that
fadeable
that
question.
definitely could have been worded differently.
Me personally, I'm gonna let the standings in T1 decide that answer, Chris. Because where are you compared to me?
Full-time seat.
In Tier 1. Where am I? Tier 0.
Yeah. We couldn't think of anything creative, so you're just 0. From hero to 0.
So, yeah. Rest in peace, Ferrari's championship. You know, it was in the bag until it wasn't. You know,
It was a good fight.
I gotta call out
I'll
Sqert.
put it.
You know, I gotta call him out. He claimed to have gotten bored, but you know, I think he was just being a little whiny bitch about not being able to have setups, and you know, he couldn't adapt. He couldn't drive. You know, he pissed it at Britain. Fucked it at the week before. Left the championship wide open.
I mean, at least you had high power. Like, honestly, I see high power being better than Sqert. So,
High power is pretty good. He's not driving in Tier 2 next season.
sadly. Actually,
Anyways.
thankfully, thankfully.
Anyways,
You know, hopefully
ladies and
Hopefully,
gentlemen,
I
we
don't have to go up against these esport nerds next season in the beginner tier. You know,
I hope you're not
you
talking about
fucking
me.
yes, you.
GG, high power, GG.
I'm too busy.
Ain't even
to
here.
Wait for this qualifying session to be over.
I know, but he
Yes, of
texted me
course
in
not.
race day.
Anyways,
So,
ladies and
you know.
gentlemen, we have come to that point of the stream where we should say
Damn,
goodbye.
Chris 10th.
And starting from the top of the stand, not top of the standings, but top of the VC call. Fire and Ice, as tradition, final words, starting with you.
Nothing.
What the hell happened to you, gang?
Just nothing.
Straight nothing. I'm just
God damn it.
Fire was an absolute danger today.
Fire, what the fuck happened to you? What happened?
Fire was missing his ice.
No, he was using too much ice. He was sliding.
No, he was using too much fire. His tires were freaking gone.
I think everyone's tires were gone.
For the most part.
Mine were fine.
Shut up. We know
I
you
like
know how to manage tires.
I was at like 50% on lap 13 or 12.
Face Titanic, ass 2-1. I'm going to say not him. Hold up.
No, we gotta, no, don't do that.
Jeez. All right, Steven, since I see Hamish is deafened.
Hey, Mitch. Fucking Hunger Games? It's Hamish. He's Muslim. Get it right.
Steven, any
Hamish
final words?
is actually a Scottish name.
I mean, I thought it was a good race for my first time out. Just had to manage the damage for the whole race, so I think I still did pretty good.
Yep, you're going to be McLaren T2 next season. So, hell yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I can do better there.
All right, and Coob?
A big battle against Nimitz there, but excited for him to be my teammate next year at Alpine.
All right, Nimitz?
Fuck.
All right, good one. Once Hope?
Constructors Champion, absolutely love it. Couldn't have done it without Septic. It was a really good race. I had a really nice battle with high power for most of it, and I really loved it. But yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm really happy to have Red as my teammate next season. Yeah.
Do you really like men too? You've been loving everything else.
Lobo User, final words?
I became Cruz Ramirez from Cars 3.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shh. You ain't Lightning McQueen, bro. Stop trying to be him.
My bad.
Yeah, good boy.
And from our two-time world champion, Septic.
The tires lasted way longer than I thought. Mateo was actually driving well today. I had a nice little couple lap battle with him. And Chris, it says here that I have 30 more points than you. You are 10th in the standings. I am 4th.
Get a load of this guy. You know who's gonna last? You know what's gonna last longer tonight than those tires? Me. With you. Alright?
Okay.
And
Anyways.
with that, ladies and gentlemen,
how old are you?
join us again tomorrow
17.
for the season finale
Oh,
of
it's legal.
Tier 1. And not
Not
only that,
here.
join us
Where is it
again
legal?
in 2 weeks when we finally
Japan.
come back with season 4 of Tier 2 Racing. Good day and a good rest of your night.